Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Stamp Swap from Stonemaier Games that they were kind enough to send me this review copy. And this is a 1 to 5 player game that has a lot going on in it. So obviously as board gamers, we enjoy conventions. This game takes place at a stamp convention. There is going to be open drafting. There is going to be I cut, you choose. There's going to be a spatial puzzle, variable setup, so much going on. So let me show you some of the pieces of this game. So everyone is going to get this board, and the only thing that's different on each of them is that essentially starting bonus or objective. Everything else is the same. This is the area where you're going to be building your stamps out over the course of 3 rounds or days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to be getting some specialty cards, and you're going to be able to reserve some items so that they don't get put into the I cut, you choose. And these are going to be your daily collection items. So everything is laid out very nicely for you on your board. And then on the back side is going to be, if you're playing solo, your Atama board. And there are some variations in that as well. And I do like that the solo mode has different levels you can play at, so you can make it a little bit easier or more difficult for you. But it is a little bit of a fiddly solo mode in that you are doing a lot. It is not it's not a low labor solo mode. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do think it works very well, but it is one where you're doing a lot for the Atama's turn. So you will have this board, your convention board, so you can see your goals, and all of the cards are going to go here. This is where your variable setup is. There are different cards of each of these colors and the finale colors, so you will be working towards different things. And then you can see you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you will walk through each of the steps of the day, and then you will get to the finale, and then around the outside of the board is your score track. So everything is right there, easy and straightforward for you, which I really enjoy. Every player is going to get 3 tickets in their color. Of course, I'm green, and then 2 scoring tokens. And throughout the game, you are going to be able to put your tickets on these different events so that you can score them. So this is the first player token that will also be part of the draft. And then there are player aids for each player. And on the back, it shows you the theme and the color of the stamps, because that is very important in different scoring aspects. This is your tray of stamps. And so I love that everything is organized and ready to go. You just need to make sure these are mixed up really well. So you have these teeny tiny forever stamps, and they all look the same. And then there are the 1 square stamps, and they come in different colors and different themes, and they will have different prices on them, or values, usually from 1 to 3. Sometimes there's a negative value, and then sometimes they have the canceled sticker on them, or design, like you would get on a stamp that comes in the mail now, and that is worth no points for the stamp itself, but will help you score other objectives. Each one has a different back too, so you know what it is, but there's different size stamps. Those are your 2 different square stamps. And then you also have 2 different types of rectangular stamps, small and large, and the large typically has 2 small stamps on it. So everything is in there, all shuffled, all organized. And then let's see if I can find some of my favorite stamps. Those are the rare ones. Ooh, yeah, here's some rares. And they are the shiny gold foil, which I think is really fun. But this makes it very nice for setup and takedown, that it all goes in here. So what's going to happen is each round, and there are 3 of them. Oh my goodness, Jamie, come on. It's really not this hard most of the time to put things away. So for the round, there is the collect part of the round, then there is the swap part, and then there is the show part. So you will have different cards that will come out that are going to tell you the different size of stamps that are going to come out, and this will be based on player count. And then the last card that comes out has some text that you will follow as well. So all of these cards are going to be out there, or these stamps. And then you're going to go through the collect part, where you will be collecting 6 items from that common pool. That's the drafting portion, and putting them down here. And then at the end of that, you can pick one that is not a rare item and put it in your reserve. So meaning it will be yours. Nobody else will have the option to take that. And then what you're going to do with the stamps that you have collected, let's just grab, we'll say we got a specialist card that time. Okay. Some stamps you are going to collect face up. Some you're going to collect face down. When you get them, you can look and see what they are, but you will leave them face down. So if this is my 6 items I collected, and let's say I want to reserve that one, I'm now going to create a pile that you will see is different sizes. One will always have exactly one more item in it. So I create this pile and then I put them up there. And now if I go first, then I look at everyone else's piles. So I pick one of their piles and that's mine to keep. And then once someone picks one of my piles, let's say they chose this one, then these will also be mine to keep. So I'm going to get to keep some of what I drafted, but not all of it. And so I have to decide how I'm going to divide my things up, hoping that I secretly get to keep the things I want and people don't take it. So then once that phase has been done, then you go to the show phase, which is where you're going to organize your stamps on your board. And there's little grid lines to show you. They don't have to touch. They do have to face up. And so you're going to do maybe something like this. And then you're going to go through what the scoring options are for that round that you've placed your ticket on. You're going to score that round, and then you are going to move on. Everything that is on here stays on here exactly where it is. You will then play Saturday and you will play Sunday, and then you will score as normal, and then you will do final scoring, which is where all of the points on your actual stamps will count, as well as whatever the finale scoring condition was. So like I said, this game has a lot going on for something that maybe, like when I hear Stamp Swap, I would think, oh, that's going to be a really straightforward game. This is a really fun game. I enjoy it. There is quite a bit happening. Like I said, there's variable setup, there's drafting, there's I cut, you choose, there's this spatial puzzle. There's a lot going on. I really enjoy it. I tend to be a big fan of Stonemaier Games. The Automa, I think I need to play with a little bit more to kind of make it run more smoothly, because there is a lot going on with it. There's a lot of cards that are your decision makers for how that works, because I cut, you choose in a 1-player game is a little bit tricky, but they have found a way to make it work. I definitely enjoy this game. I think it's going to be a really fun one to teach to more people and get other people interested in it. I feel like the rules are explained well, and there are good reminders of things on all of the boards and the player aids. So I definitely recommend Stamp Swap. I would love to know what you think. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.